Hey everyone, thanks for joining us for what we call Sprouting Grass Moon. Moons have different names all over the place, depending on what part of the world you're in. We have named ours in this place the Sprouting Grass Moon. It's because around this time, grass starts to come back in the previously brown landscape of Colorado. So this is just going to be a quick blessing rite. This isn't going to be a great big core order of ritual with robes and giant fires and things like that. It's going to be a real quick conversation just to kind of acknowledge that there's a moon above us, that time is still moving, that even though we are in these troubled, hard times, the world is still going on around us. And maybe we can even get a couple of lessons out of this whole thing. So just first, take a quick minute, breathe into your body and feel your bones. Those of you who are joining us at home. And as you breathe, feel yourself root into the earth. And on your in-breath, pull the powers of the waters grounding you. Pull that into your body. Imagine light from the heavens shining down on you, centering you in the cosmos. After a few breaths in and out, find yourself at the center of all things. Just a quick grounding and centering. Take a breath to arrive. Just take a few breaths to show up in this place. Just for a moment, set aside some of the outside world things so that we can be present here and now together. So, we're going to start with a couple of quick offerings. We will always make a quick offering. And join me along at home if you have offerings, grain, incense, oils, whiskeys, anything that is right for you to pour at these times. Go ahead and make those pours. So the first little pour we're making is the spirit of inspiration. So that while we're doing this, we can think of what to say. When we stand before the fire or before our shrines, we make offerings to the spirit of inspiration so that when we need the right answer, it comes to us. Next, we make offerings of grain to the Earth Mother. However she's known where you're at, here we call her Colorado. But this is so she can continue to provide for us. And also as an acknowledgement, she's going to be here long after we've gone. So with that done, if you have a fire source on your altar, a candle, a lamp, go ahead and light that right now. And when you do, imagine that flame that you've just kindled, imagine that being the doorway and the receiving point for all of your offerings and communications to the gods. Now, if you have a water representation on your altar or shrine, if you have some coins, go ahead and put that into what we call the well. And what that does is that activates and consecrates this body of water kind of as a doorway to our ancestors and to those who have gone before us. If you have some sort of central pillar or some sort of idea that holds up your cosmos or that makes it real, that creates all the different worlds, like the world tree, Yggdrasil, many other ways to build the cosmos. But just go ahead and give that a blessing from your water. And if you have some incense on hand, maybe light that and offer a little smoke to the world tree, blessing it and honoring it during these times. Next, invite your gods and your spirit allies, your gods. Invite your ancestors who have gone before, whether they're of your own blood or of the same spirit. Invite your beast allies in the middle realm, fae spirits. Invite them here. And we do that by making offerings. We make grain offerings so that the beings of the middle world can join us. We make oil offerings so that our divine beings can be honored and join us at this time. And we make offerings of coin so that our ancestors can join us at this time. I always have to kind of bring one of these up. This is Joss money. Someone says, this is fake money. Well, it's actually not fake money. It's real money, it just doesn't spend in this realm. So I like to offer some paper money to my ancestors who, if I sent them coins, they'd be very upset with me. So if you have Joss money, go ahead and offer a piece of that. If you don't know where to get Joss money, if there is an Asian market in your area, usually they have Joss dollars. They're meant to be burned. in handfuls. So, but we could use 1 or 2 here for our ancestors as well. So now that we've recreated our sacred space, we've lit up the altar, turned everything on, we've invited our gods, we're gathering tonight to remember the moon. Tonight's moon, sprouting grass moon, I was sitting thinking about, what does this mean? Like, yeah, the grass is coming back, big deal. And we're still in this terrible situation around the world. There's still people who don't have enough, who are suffering. There are people who are dying. There's people in all sorts of different straits because of, I don't think I can say it on video without it getting taken down. That's been the protocol for YouTube, but you know what I'm talking about. While I was sitting with this, what came to me was the grass can sprout again because for a time when it's worst outside, it lays dormant and still. And I'm taking that as my message for this next moon, for at least the next 28 days, the next month. As the sprouting grass moon is in the sky, remember those lessons. Remember the lesson of it's okay to be quiet and still, because then we can come back. And we don't come back in one giant burst. Spring does not spring upon us. It kind of oozes into existence. Just like when we are going to start living back again, when the next season of our life comes. The only way that we're going to be able to get there is if we rest and are still now. Listen to the world outside of us like the grass and rest when we have to. That's kind of what I believe. That's what at least I'm taking away from this month for Sprouting Grass Moon. And I offer that to you so that you can sit with that and see if anything comes. Hopefully that idea will bring you some peace. It has brought me a tremendous amount of peace just today. God's be good, it'll do that for the next 28 days. We make a special offering to the moon, our sacred timekeeper. May our moon always be above us, inspiring us from above, as our Earth Mother blesses us from below. So with all offerings made, we're going to pull a quick omen to see what a more specific blessing looks like for the next 28 days over the course of the sprouting grass moon. What kind of blessings do we have to look forward to? Though strife is upon us, those who are rooted deeply will hold the seeds for the future. A favorable omen in these times. For those of you who are playing along at home and who speak Norse runes, it's Hagalas, Lagus, and Ingus. So, with the spirit of that blessing in our hearts, if you have a vessel, pour some water or whatever it is that you're having to drink along with us into your blessing cup. And join me in putting the blessings of this knowledge of things are going to get bad. Things are going to be destroyed. And if we root deep, like the leak on the lake's edge, rooting deep, no matter how it's buffeted, it's not going to get tore up. It's that's going to create the seeds for the future. May those blessings fall into this cup here at the Prairie Home. May they fall into each of your cups wherever you are in the world right now. May these blessings find you as they have found us. Behold, children of earth, the waters of life. I'm going to pass mine to Reverend Missy off camera so she can have a blessing too. And while she's enjoying her blessing, I want to thank you all for joining us. Please thank your gods and spirit allies who have joined you this evening. Thank them, make them offerings, send them on their way. Remember that they're with you. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you being here. Our fundraiser is, I believe, at 90%. So I think we're going to be going to make the purchase of our new video equipment. This is going to all be changing, hopefully for the better. And we'll see you next time. hang in there. Please, please, if you need to talk, you know how to reach me. There's so many people out there who are willing to give their time, who have an abundance of time right now, who are willing to talk. No one has to be alone during this time, especially people who are connected to this place and this ministry. So until the next moon, until the next thing comes up, children of Earth, all of our love here from the Prairie Home, all of our blessings. Take care of yourself. Take care of one another. Blessings.